Frame's down to nothing. Aside from a couple of small things, it's ready to be sandblasted. The only things that I haven't gotten out quite yet are those grommets. I really want to keep everything as original as I can. And because that's riveted on and it's steel, I'm gonna remove that. This one's the same way. We're also gonna, when we powder coat, I'm gonna do my best to not cover the stamped VIN number too much. I want to keep it as original as I can. I've got a few small parts that I'm going to probably blast myself, and I do have some media on the way. A medium soft glass bead blast media. That'll be sufficient to take care of both the steel and the aluminum parts without scoring the metal or etching it or leaving any ruts or pits or anything like that. It's a good alternative to anything abrasive. It doesn't have any jagged edges, so each little piece of glass is a ball. It'll leave a nice satin finish on any of the aluminum parts, as well as get the paint off and any rust off of the steel parts. For instance, pieces like this, which is part of the rear brake as well, aside from this little piece of rubber, we'll get that out of there. We'll blast this down to the bare aluminum, and I'll probably powder coat it. Design aspects on what I'm going to be doing to the bike. This area right here typically has side covers on it, and your battery box is in here, your electronics, a lot of your plugs and wiring and harness and everything just houses itself in here under the covers. So because I'm converting this into a clean cafe look, I'm really not wanting anything in this area. As a matter of fact, I think some of these tabs are even going to get cut out, and then the metal's going to get finished and redone so that it's nice and smooth and everything's nice and there's none of these brackets that are unnecessary when I finish the build. They're going to get taken out because I want this entire area to be clean. I don't want anything. I want to be able to pass through here. The mail just came, and this is our blast media that we're going to be using for Project 900. And it looks like beach sand, but I can tell you right now that this is a fine to medium grain or grit glass bead, and I'm really excited. I'm be using this old bead blaster from Harbor Freight. Yeah, they do work. Harbor Freight's got some okay stuff. The only bummer is I'm going to be waiting until it's night because this glass is so etched on the inside you can barely see through it. So I'm going to wait till it's night and then turn the light on inside and then just put some water on the top here and you can see pretty well. So instead of this old gross piece of glass for this thing, we went ahead and just spent 10 bucks and put a new piece of glass in there so we can see what we're doing. All right, so we're gonna give this a go. We've got our media in there, blast media, and we got no spiders inside here. And we're gonna just see if this is gonna do anything here. There we go, give me a little more maybe. There we go. Starting to. There we go.
Behold, a pale horse. The man who sat on him was death. And hell followed with him.
Well, howdy boys and girls. Did some of the blasting today, just kind of barely cracked the surface on some of the stuff I'm gonna blast. But I wanted to make sure that I got the right media for the blasting. And if you remember earlier, I did get a fine / medium grain glass bead media to do both, and to kind of not be too abrasive on the aluminum, and to still work on the steel. I'm running the blaster right around 60 psi, and it's really working really well. I got a couple of touch-up spots to still do on this aluminum brake piece. It's really working really well. If you can kind of get an idea and see what's going on with the aluminum piece, it's a really nice satin finish. It's not eating up any of the original machine work. So I'd say that is totally a win. And then as far as the steel, this is actually the piece that connects onto this bad boy right yonder, like that. And this piece of steel connects to the swing arm. That is doing quite nicely as well. That's basically what I've done so far. I'm still kind of working on the swing arm. The swing arm's coming along. I'm calling it a night. I've been working and doing this, so double duty today. I've been doing it since about 6:30 a.m. and it is now 7:06. So it's high time to put it up for the night, and it's Friday, so it's time to get your booty shaking.